This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Now, as I'm in the middle of this great purge, as I call it, where I am just going through and just getting rid of all the things that I don't think I'm ever going to play again. And as you know, we put up auctions and stuff like that, and we basically get things into your hands a lot cheaper than you would if you went to the store, especially some of the grail stuff that I usually get rid of. Well, this made me think, because one of my closest friends, Richard Launius, the guy who did Arkham Horror and Defenders of the Realm, another classic, he said something to me not too long ago, a few years back, and I didn't think it really hit until nowadays, and I wonder how this resonates with you guys as well. The days for him, and he's a brilliant designer, of playing epic games, real brain burners and all that stuff, is kind of over. His game playing style has changed. And I wondered that, and I said, wow, you kind of see it in some of the designs that he did, later on. Run, I don't want to get it wrong, Run, Fight, or Die, which I love, of course. Defender of the Last Stand and Defender of the Realm. A couple of Marvel games that he did where, everything was just kind of a bit simpler, It was more geared towards fun and theme. And he actually said to me, because, Rob, of all the years I've played and, done certain war games and things like that throughout my history, when I come to this point, he goes, I just want to get something to the table, play it, have a good time, and walk away. He goes, every once in a while, I want to play something that, a 4-hour epic of some sort. But most of the times, and he plays a lot with the Tantrum House and my friend Pete. They have a game night. They do it for about an hour or two, and that's it. That's all they need. And games that are easier. You take a look at the racing game Thunder Rolls. Really great game. Just compare Thunder Rolls to Thunder Alley. Two different spectrums. And you can see which one is a lot more, simpler, but theme is there, and just easy mechanics, easy to learn games. And I tend to be heading this way, it seems. I'm more enthralled with games that I can get to the table quickly without a big, huge read. And I think that's after just a long time of doing this. And I wonder if you guys feel that way or have that kind of experience where, where you still love your big dungeon crawls or your 4X or your big, all-out war games, with tons of moving parts. Do you find that you're having more enjoyment when you play just something really quick, simple, something that you can get to the table and get a great experience out of it and just have plain simple fun? And I recently had taken a look at a couple of games, and here it is. One of them particularly was this Kingdom Legacy, and it comes in this box. And it was just a game that you can learn in about 5 minutes, and it had enough strategy and depth in it where I was enthralled with it. And off and running. Another game that had crossed the table was Crimes Unfold by Key Enigma. Okay, a pop-up escape game. Okay, you get it to the table, you sign up, you turn on the app, and boom, you're off and running. Fate Forge, which kind of walks you through things. You could leave it set up, really, really having a good time. Warhammer Quest, something I know, and I can make as big as small adventures as I want. And I find that I'm pulling away from games like The War, The Second Front. I'm going, man, I just don't have the time or the brain power to play it anymore, to sink 16 hours into something where I would play it over 3 or 4 different days, or maybe even longer than that. I find I start looking for things that either I really know well or things that I can just have a quick, good, enjoyable time with. And that's what keeps me in the game a bit. Some of these overly complicated games, they're beautiful, and if I was younger, I think I would be all over it. But it just seems that when you hit a certain threshold or a certain amount of time playing games, that you kind of get to a point where you kind of just want to back off a little bit and just enjoy playing and the experience of playing something without overthinking or this massive strategic where you're sitting there burning your brain in between turns. You just want to, okay, I know what I'm going to do next. Let's see what the luck of the dice does. Boom. Or, hey, if I pull this shit, boy, it's going to be good. If I pull this other shit, it ain't going to be good. Those type of things. And where the game moves along. And is it gaming fatigue? Is it, just old age? I tend to lean towards old age. You kind of just get to a certain point in your life where you want to have some fun, you want to make it quick, and then move on to whatever else you have during your day. Investing massive amount of time consistently into something is kind of tiring at this age. It's not that I don't do it. There's a couple of times during the year where I want to set something up big and go, yeah, let's do this, let's go for it. And you get everything out of it, but boy, do you feel exhausted after it. And I think it has something to do with age. Also, it has a lot to do with experience. How many times have you seen these big games and you go, okay, I know this mechanic, this, that, and the other. All right, this is a different twist. I got to remember this, that, and the other. And you've done it so many times that it takes away from the experience, where you rather just have something quick. All I got to do is roll this and pick the best ones, and I can get my turn done. Yeah, okay, I'm in. And I wonder if you guys feel that way, or are you still so enthralled with gaming? Are you so it's not that you lose gaming, but has it lost that luster and magic a little bit, where you love it but would like to do it on a simpler level, a more enjoyable, a more casual level than that full in, all in, encompassing type of thing? I really wonder what you guys feel and how you guys feel about it, and where you're going. I know that as I'm doing this purge, I'm looking at certain things going, well, this would be good with my grandkids because it'd be fun. Oh, this is way complicated. I'll never get the people to do it. And I start weighing things as I've been, going through this experience. And then there are just some things that I just won't part with. No, I know this is complicated. I may never get it to the table, but boy, I just can't let this go. And I run into a lot of that. But I'm finding that I am being a lot more flexible than I normally would have been a few years ago, before I got sick. and it has changed the way I think. It's changed the way I play. It changes the way I do things. And while I still have an unbelievable passion and love for this, I also find that sometimes the simpler games are just a lot more enjoyable at this stage of my career, life, whatever you want to call it. So I would love to hear in the comments what you think, what you feel, and maybe some of the struggles that you go through as a gamer as well. That's somebody that's been out there gaming for a while. Love to hear it. Put it in the comments. I love reading everything you do, and of course, as always, just be kind. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.